In this story, humans, vampires, shapeshifters, and fairies coexist in the modern world. The difference in mindset and lifespan of this age-diverse population leads to many collisions and adventures. Hi, this is the Longevity Culture channel, and I'm your host, Elena Milova. Here we are discussing life-extending biotechnologies. We look at how they are pictured in the movies and books, and we speculate which ones have the best chances to enter our life in the next decades. If you are curious about that, you are welcome to hit the subscribe button and click the bell to receive notifications of my new episodes. Spoilers alert! Is it possible to control one's lifespan by thoughts? How is hedonism related to lifespan? Are there any traits and habits that predispose to healthy life extension? Let's find out. The True Blood series describes a modern time world where humans are living alongside all sorts of other sentient creatures, such as vampires, fairies, shapeshifters, werewolves, dwarves, and others. Progress in science allows the creation of the True Blood drinks that help the vampires to abstain from drinking human blood. They come out to human society, live their lives, do business, travel, and have fun because there is no more need to hide. Other races are not so willing to come out. Since they are much less powerful than vampires, they are afraid of being discriminated and placed in ghettos. The events of the series unfold in a small town called Boltams, located somewhere in Louisiana. The main story of the series pictures the adventures of a half-blood fairy, Sookie Stackhouse, and her family and friends. As a telepath, she enjoys the companies of vampires because she can hear their thoughts, which allows her to rest from the constant pressure of other minds. Needless to say, she gets in all sorts of trouble because of her unusual companions and their affairs. The adventures take 7 seasons, so let me tell you just one side story that I particularly like because it's related to life extension. One day, a new person comes to town. It's a gorgeous lady called Marian, whose past is a total mystery. She is, however, very good with people. Everyone who becomes her guest manages to uncover their hidden talents and passions. In a few weeks, Marian turns a rather conservative town into a center of hedonism and frivolity, hosting regular parties with drinks and more, so much more. As the story goes, we find out that Marian comes from the ancient cult of Maenades. Those priestesses of Dionysus hosted parties to celebrate life so ardently as to become convinced they are immortal. Maenades traveled the world for many centuries, hoping that one day they will meet the source of their immortality, Dionysus, who will mercifully end their life. Tensions around Marian eventually lead to a series of conflicts with other people. She becomes dangerous because she wants to make human sacrifices to her god, and the citizens have to find a way to kill her. The killing requires that a shapeshifter citizen impersonates the Maenad's beloved god, and Marian convinces herself to die, just like she convinced herself to become immortal before. Is it possible to control one's lifespan with thoughts? There are 2 ways to look at it. First, our mindset is involved in regulating stress levels. Wrong beliefs or limiting beliefs can make it harder for us to solve particular situations. For instance, if one believes that they are not good enough to perform a specific task, then while performing it, this person may suffer from anxiety. Anxiety will disturb thinking and reduce problem-solving abilities. In turn, it will lead to a worse outcome that will affect the person's self-esteem. People don't really think much about it, but a realistic yet positive mindset allows to reduce the overall amount of stress experienced during the life course, which can contribute to maintaining health for longer. There is yet another interesting factor related to mindset. In a study by Bradley Turnwald and his colleagues published in Nature in 2018, it was found that the information about genetic predisposition to physical endurance affected how well the participants performed in the endurance tests. Surprisingly, people with no endurance genes, who were told that they actually have them, performed better. The same research group also checked if the knowledge about genetic traits will affect how full people will feel after a meal. Once again, the knowledge worked as a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, when people believe that they have beneficial genes, even if the scale of changes is not large, they are getting certain health benefits. It means that the idea that one can convince themselves to live longer is generally not wrong. How hedonism is related to lifespan? In the movie, the Maenad's guests went completely nuts, fulfilling all sorts of fantasies and desires. They would overeat, drink a lot, use drugs, have unprotected sex, and even engage in fights to release the excess energy. It all sounds very fun, but in reality, healthy life extension really requires self-control and discipline. In the study by Mary McCarthy from the University College Cork in Ireland, it was found that healthy eating is not merely a habit. The results of this study suggest that healthy eating is an ongoing behavioral project that requires the continued engagement of deliberate processes. So, if hedonism is not combined with the ability to eat and drink in moderation, I'm afraid it's not a beneficial factor for life extension. Are there any traits and habits that predispose to healthy life extension? Apparently, feeling that you are younger than your chronological age is associated with better physical and cognitive health, higher well-being, and lower mortality risks. There is one interesting study that I'd like to mention in this relation. It's a long-term observational study of the German population led by Markus Wettstein of Humboldt University Berlin. It established that the year of birth had a significant effect on subjective age. Later born cohorts felt younger by an additional 2% with each birth decade born later. This effect was not explained by the change in health, education, or psychosocial functioning. The researchers hypothesized that this change of beliefs has to do with the change in stereotypes concerning potential lifespans, and people may be even using this as a strategy to reduce their life-related health risks. And now, a small reminder for beginner supercentenarians. Here are 3 factors that can help prolong a healthy period of life. One of them is featured in the movie series True Blood. First, accept who you are and maintain a healthy self-esteem. Second, develop strong enough self-control. Third, make sure your social circle has a positive influence on you. That's all for today. You are welcome to subscribe and to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my views on this movie, and feel free to suggest the movies to review in my next episodes. Bye!